What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. We got episode number 68 of the No Money Spent Squad series, and with the ongoing draft promo, we made some huge upgrades to the squad, but we also spent all of our coins. We're going to show you everything that we did, and we have some free packs to open up. We'll talk about the next steps going forward as well. So if you look in the upper right part of your screen, we have officially hit a 98 OVR on the No Money Spent account. Of course, the end goal at the end of the 25 year is to hit 99 OVR. I think we're still pretty far away from doing that, but I definitely think it will be obtainable eventually. Now, we also are down to 96,000 coins. So if you watched the last episode, we ended that episode, I think, with roughly somewhere around 1.2 million coins. Now we're down to 96K. We went on a pretty big shopping spree to get to the 98 OVR. So let's start the video by going over the pickups and the transactions and everything that we did. I talked about this in the last episode, the players I was going to be targeting from this draft promo. And if you're unaware, this account is a Packers, Chiefs, Eagles theme team, triple theme team. So Edgerrin Cooper made a lot of sense here to go out and pick up. And I'm happy I waited until after the draft night cards from last night's draft came out, because all of the part 199s that came out on Tuesday, they dropped a ton in price. You can see Edgerrin Cooper, we were able to scoop him up for 560,000 coins. So he's going to meet our theme team. He gets really good abilities and all for 0 AP as well. So we have a new middle linebacker, one of two new users on the squad here with Edgerrin Cooper. The next pickup that we made, Quinyon Mitchell, of course, Super Bowl champion, Eagles legend already, 544K for this pickup. Again, these cards, when the content dropped on Tuesday, they were roughly about 1 million coins. They kind of crept down to 900K and then about 800K later that night. And I almost bought these guys at this price, but I'm happy I waited because we got both Quinyon and Edgerrin Cooper for a little bit over 1 million coins versus the cost of one of these cards was 1 million coins the day they dropped. Since we picked up Quinyon Mitchell, that means that we have to get rid of one of our cornerbacks, and Charvarius Ward ended up being the odd man out. So he did a really good job while he was on the team. He actually did play for the Chiefs, but because this is a free agency champion card, he got all 32 team chems, but he met the theme team. He had 99 speed, pretty good ability set there, but we did end up selling him for 130,000 coins. Of course, after tax, we got a little bit less than that, but he did end up selling, and that boosted the coin count back up, and it allowed us to make one more pickup. And this one was kind of random, but it's another draft player. Instead, we got a draft night player in Kenneth Grant, 98 overall defensive tackle, pick 13 in this year's draft by the Miami Dolphins. And this card at this position, which we got him for about 230,000 coins, really intrigued me because all of these draft night cards, whether 99s, 98s, and even a lot of the 97s that dropped late last night, have really, really good ability buckets, baked on abilities. Now, there is also the Walter Nolan card at defensive tackle, which I think is slightly better than this one, but I picked up Kenneth Grant because he was cheaper, and Walter Nolan at this given moment, his ability buckets are messed up, and his two custom discounted buckets, they gave him offensive lineman abilities. I'm sure they'll fix that, but I do like the Kenneth Grant card here. He's got run stopper and inside stuff baked on, and then like I said, there's like 3 or 4 additional buckets full of 0 AP abilities. So we're going to show you the domino effect that adding this Kenneth Grant card caused to the defense and what we did with our team captain tokens, and we will show you at the very end of the video the full complete lineup. So we do have a bunch of free packs to open up in this video. Hopefully it's something that we can boost that coin count back up. Being under 100,000 coins, we are extremely poor right now. Let me just kind of show you where we are at currently. So with the NFL Draft Field Pass, and I just want to point out, I'm recording this before 10:30 a.m. on Friday. I think at either 10:30 or 1:30 p.m. on Friday, we're going to see more objectives and more solo challenges get added in for the draft promo. I thought they would be out late last night around 8 p.m. Eastern time when the draft started, but that just wasn't the case there. So we've made some decent progress on this draft field pass. We got a couple upgrade tokens. We did go with Ladd McConkey. He's going to be the player that we eventually upgrade to a 99 OVR, but we're very far away from being able to do that. Obviously, once they add in more objectives and solos, we'll be able to max this field pass out. But we also have a ton of like 93 plus and one more 90 plus draft pack here, B&Ds of course, but you know, maybe we get lucky in some of these. So for now, that's where we are on this field pass. Also, going back to the Sugar Rush promo, I'm getting closer, but I still haven't fully maxed it out. We're actually 400 XP away from maxing this one out. Once we do that, we get a 95 plus B&D Sugar Rush player pack. I don't really expect us to get a 98 out of that. It would be nice if it happens, but I'm sure it's going to end up being a card that gets Quicksilver for training. And the one thing that's holding me back from finishing that is just simply getting tackles. I could go into a bunch of solos and just keep playing over and over again, and eventually we'll get there, but we just ran out of time before we had to hit the record button for this episode. I did knock out some solo battles though, so that's what I used to grind those statistical objectives in the Sugar Rush Field Pass with tackles, and also the majority of the statistical objectives within the Draft Field Pass. And I misspoke there, I actually played solo seasons. So prior to this morning, we were 9-0 on the Ultimate Solo Seasons. We're now 15-0, which brought us up like 2 reward tiers. And if you guys don't know how this works, every 5 wins that you get, assuming you don't lose, the rewards increase all the way up to, I think, 36-0. So coming forward here, we got 2 more midfield packs and a Hail Mary pack. But I really just play this game mode. I like to play online a whole heck of a lot more, but I like to play through this game mode to grind out those statistical objectives and earn some free packs along the way. So speaking of free packs, this is what we have to open up. It's a nice little variety of things we got from solo seasons, some draft rewards there, some season 7 field pass rewards. We're currently at level 52. We even got some Sugar Rush rewards there from the objectives within the season 7 field pass, and we got standard Twitch drop packs. So if you guys were unaware, and if you're watching this video early, because I'm sure it's going to be out around 10 a.m. Eastern time on Friday, if you're watching this video early enough, the entire weekend, including last night, draft night, round number 1, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think Sunday as well, you can tune into anybody live streaming Madden 25 on Twitch and earn up to 4 free Twitch drop packs for the entire weekend. But this morning, not only will my account on Twitch have drops activated so you can come through and hang out, but also we have a sponsored stream from EA where we're not only have drops, but I believe we're also going to have some giveaways to do. So if you want to come through and earn those free packs, come out and hang out right now after you're done watching this video, if I'm still live. And if you don't have your account set up for Twitch drops, it's the end of the year here, but you can always get the ball rolling for next year as well. Down below in the comment section as a pinned comment, we're going to link you to a video that I put out earlier in the year that goes over everything regarding Twitch drops, how to set up your account, how to link your account, and how to claim these free packs. We got 3 of the 4 from this weekend. We'll get the last one and open up in the next episode on Tuesday. But for now, let's go through all of these packs and see what we get. Since it's an older promo, we'll start with the 90 plus Sugar Rush player packs. These are non-B&D again because I think they came from the Season 7 Sugar Rush objectives in that Season 7 Field Pass. So we can maybe make some coin from these. Again, I don't really expect us to get anything good. I mean, at least we got a 92 from the 90 plus pack there. But at this point, you know, normally I would send all of this stuff to the binder and just let it sit there and eventually utilize it somehow, some way. But because we're so low on coins, we pretty much have to sell everything that we have right now to get some of those coins back. Moving on to a 90 plus B&D draft player pack, we get a 93 in the first one, and we got a 96 in the second one. Unfortunately, we still can't really do too much with this card, but it is nice to see that we didn't get the bare minimum on the first attempt there from the 90 plus packs. We got 1 more from the field pass, 2 random options. We get to pick one. I know some of you actually had a lot of luck with these and pulled the 99 OVR. I'm not expecting that, but I would be incredibly happy if that were to happen, specifically on the No Money Spent account, at least with both of the packs here. We didn't get the bare minimum, so being that those cards are B&D, they will likely get quick sold for training. We're a little bit short of 200,000 training right now, so we'll jump over that level. I'm sure we're going to quick sell the B&Ds in the binder after this episode, or during this episode, I should say. We're going to go value recruitment here because we need more cards so we can sell and make some coin there rather than just trusting the boom or bust, which hasn't been really good for me pretty much all year. I'm going to breeze through these and see what we get. So we got a 90, an 88, an 86, a 91, and an 86. Again, these cards all pretty much sell for peanuts, but we're going to end up selling those cards and hoping for the best. So I'm going to open up the Hail Mary packs, the midfield packs, and the Twitch drop packs, and the quick sells, and the strategy item. Basically everything here. We're going to open it up, and then we're going to jump over to the binder and show you the results, because I'm not expecting anything crazy here per usual, but if something crazy happens, you'll be sure to see it. As expected, we got nothing good. I think what I'm going to do is anything that's a 90 plus OVR, we're going to try to sell on the auction house. So we got one combine card there and one of the Twitch drop packs, and then you pretty much saw everything else that would even be at a 90 plus there. Good news for this weekend, and I don't think I'm going to redeem the tokens right away, but we can earn our second free Ultimate Legend as early as tomorrow on Saturday. So if the card ends up being a card I want, we will go ahead and do so. But outside of that, you know, we do have a free 99 overall player on the way basically there. Quick sells from the dailies. We didn't really get too much there. Let me scroll down in the binder and see if we have anything else that we can quick sell for coin outside of a bunch of lower overall strategy items here, which I'll probably roll upwards at some point. Doesn't look like we have anything here to go ahead and quick sell. So this will definitely push us over 100,000 coins, but it's definitely not going to be making a big dent, or I shouldn't say dent, but it's not going to be bringing us back anywhere close to where we were prior to this episode. So we're going to go ahead and list all of the 90 plus cards, get coins from those. I don't expect too much. And then after that, and I think probably from, you know, today and all the way until Tuesday and next episode, I'm going to focus on MUT Champ. So I definitely did want to play ranked this month to get the Colby Parkinson card, which is a really good card there and should have been fairly easy to earn. But we do have 99 overall Antonio Gates. We are going to show you the full lineup here in a moment. So I don't know if I'm going to invest the time that I have on this account, because I only play on it about 2 to 3 days a week at the very most. I think I'm going to focus on MUT Champs. I play MUT Champs on my main account, which obviously has a much better team. And I went 16-1, and it was fairly easy. Like, the one loss is a winnable game as well. And I think what's going to take place now, because of all of those really good draft night cards that came out last night, like Cam Ward with the 99 OVR, and there's a ton of really good ones out there. The Travis Hunter card is amazing. Pretty much all picks 1 through 7 are really, really, really good. So if you play in this new MUT draft game mode, which expires in a little bit under 2 weeks, you got to go 5-0, and if you're able to do it 5 separate times, you don't have to go 25-0, you just have to do it 5 separate times, you get a 99 overall draft night player. And because those cards are so good, I think whoever wasn't playing this game mode and wants those cards is going to migrate over to this one. And I definitely think over the next 24 hours and going forward, if it hasn't already happened, this event is going to get incredibly sweaty. Now, it's cool for a no money spent player, because if you don't have a great team, you can jump into this game mode and have a pretty even team compared to your opponent because of the way the draft pool is all set up. But it's going to be skill versus skill, and you got to hope you get a good playbook. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say here, and I've said it about my main account as well, I rather play with my No Money Spent squad or my main account, the teams that I've spent all year building and grinding to, you know, boost up. I rather play with those teams than do this draft mode, even though the rewards are pretty solid here. But again, I think because so many people are going to jump over to this game mode, and this is going to be, you know, the new sweat fest for the next week and a half or so, I definitely think that MUT Champs and even ranked will be a little bit easier there. And I think this will be the perfect opportunity for us to try to go 16-0, or get 16 wins, I should say, out of the 20 games available. And if we're able to do that, we get 100,000 coins, 2 touchdown packs, and then a MUT Champs fantasy pack, which currently has a 97 overall TJ Edwards in it, which is auctionable, and according to MUT.gg is selling for about 180,000 coins. It also holds a 100k quick sell value, so if it drops down in price, you can sell it or quick sell it and still get a good amount of coin. But because we just jumped up to 99 overall champions and LTDs, I would not be surprised if this pack updates with a 98 overall player very soon. So if we're able to get to 16 wins and earn the pack, we can hang on to it, hope that it gets updated soon, and also hope that whatever player it gets updated with becomes auctionable. If we have it early, right when the card comes out, and maybe it's a decent card on a good theme team, it's a potential to make like 2, 3, 4, 500,000 coins right off the rip. So that's where I'm going to put my time in, and hopefully on Tuesday we'll report back and see that we got to 16 wins. As promised, here is the squad to close out the video. Pretty much no change on offense. The one thing I kind of wanted to do with the draft night cards is the Chiefs' first round pick, which was number 32. They picked up left tackle Josh Simmons, and he's a 97 OVR. If you look at the draft night card, he gets like secure protector for 0 AP among a bunch of other really good options for abilities. He's better than this Jordan Mailata card, and I was going to add him to the team because he'd fit the theme team. Again, we have Chiefs, and so you guys can see it here, tier 5 Eagles, tier 4 Chiefs, and tier 4 Packers. So he would fit the squad, but the problem is Jordan Mailata is a B&D B&D card from the Team of the Year program, so getting rid of him won't really do anything for me. You know what? I take that back. I actually just removed the abilities on my Lotta, and he looks like he is auctionable, so I'm not going to do it in this episode, but come next episode, I think we're going to have a brand new left tackle. Is that like, am I a fake Eagle fan for getting rid of an Eagle player for a Chiefs player at left tackle? I don't know, man. The card's just better because of the abilities there. My other thought was, I could move Jordan Mailata or this Josh Simmons guy to right tackle, but Lincoln Kennedy is definitely a B&D card. I chose him with free tokens from the Legend program, so we can't get rid of him. But all in all, no changes on the offense, but it looks like in episode 69, you will see a change at left tackle. Hopefully also in the next episode, Ladd McConkey will end up being maxed out at a 99 OVR. He's going to end up being my new slot receiver. John Ross won't go anywhere. He'll just get moved back to either wide receiver 4 or 5 so we can maintain that +1 speed boost. And I think eventually A.J. Brown might be on the way out. Again, not because he's not producing. We're just getting cards now that have better ability stacks than these Team of the Year cards. So we got to think about that going forward. So no big changes on the offense, but probably next episode there will be. But on the defensive side, remember last episode we added Kayvon Thibodeau. Now we have Edrin Cooper at middle linebacker. We have Quinyon Mitchell over here at CB number 2. We moved Tony Gonzalez over to CB1. This is a full B&D card that get Chiefs chem, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Sean Murphy Bunting is also a B&D card, so he probably won't go anywhere. And then Jalen Ramsey provides that +1 speed boost to all of our corners, so he's going to stay on the roster. If anything, Ramsey will get moved over to CB5, and we'll find another, top 4 cornerback to insert in here eventually. But for now, that's what we have with the secondary. And then we added the Kenneth Grant here. I might still pick up that Walter Nolan card and have both Grant and Nolan at defensive tackle 1 and 2 because they just get such, really, really good ability stacks. But I really, really love the defense. Zach Bond isn't really getting used anymore, so we might sell him. But I've been running a little bit of 3-3 odd lately that basically has 1 defensive end, 2 defensive tackles, and then an outside linebacker that's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, can play coverage and rush the passer. And Zach Bond specifically for that role is perfect, so we might just keep him for that case only. But if you go over to the specialist screen here, Megatron and Edrin Cooper are now our new users, and Zach Bond's the odd man out from a user standpoint. As far as our team captain tokens, if you remember back, our defensive tackle number 1 was Gerald McCoy, and he actually was a 99 OVR. Kenneth Grant only a 98, but he gets way better ability stacks, and that's more important right now. So we downgraded the Gerald McCoy and used all of the tokens for Sean Landetta. So now all of our team captain tokens are going to the kicker and the punter. But if we do want to achieve that 99 OVR team eventually, these 2 positions do need to be at a 99, and I wouldn't be surprised if either this Monday or next Monday we see more objectives get added in to eventually max these cards out with new team captain upgrade tokens and whatnot there. So that is the squad. I think more changes on offense for the next episode, but I'm really happy with the changes we made on the defensive side of the ball. Now at this point, we just got to put our head downs and get back to grinding, go play those MUT Champs games, get some coins back so we can continue to make upgrades, because currently we are dead broke right now. That is the episode. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.